Good evening. Hello, hello. How are you, everyone? All one of us. Bill 457, how are you? Let me, oh, it looks like I've got quite a lag there, but hopefully we get a few people in this evening. Our last ever March Wednesday market. So why what? It's the last ever Wednesday market in March, Ike's girl. I can't make any more Wednesdays in March. They won't let us. When the month is over, the month is over. Hey, Kevin, how are you? It's clickbait. I'm trying to do what some of these other channels do and create, yeah, that's why, and create like the Hannah from Montana called Maple. I'm doing well. How about yourself? It's all right, Ike's girl. It goes back to, you teach those kids to read the directions, read all the directions, read all of them all the way across. I had a teacher that did that. And he said, I want you to read all the directions and then, do what it says. And so I read all the directions, and the very last line in the directions said, do not do anything. Do not do any of the above, something like that. But the gist of it was, read all the directions. When you get to the end, you don't do anything. And so I just sat there, and I had classmates around me that were like scrambling. They read direction one, and and there were a few of us that like caught on, and we just kind of sat there. Yeah, exactly. Why did the calendar worker get fired? He took a day off. Yeah. That's such a dad joke. I'm seeing a lot of these jokes that it comes from the dad joke channel. And I think I've seen that on there. Did you see one? I've got to pull it up because I can never remember it. Everybody knows about the famous painter named Bob Ross. But did you know about his brother, Albert? He had a famous 6-foot wingspan. I sent that to Big Flip because he deserved it. All right. I was going to pull this up here. So Ida and I were talking just an hour ago, and she visited with St. Jude's today, and they're telling us that we actually have our total right now on the website is $71,008 that we've raised, but they told her, no, you've actually got 73. So we're waiting to figure out. They're supposed to call tomorrow. Got some things in the works, pretty exciting. But hey, Ida, I was just telling everybody about that. We might have more money in St. Jude's than we actually show. What do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. That's awesome. There's the link up there, Ashes, if you want it. That's hilarious. So hopefully it is super exciting. Hopefully they get with her tomorrow and they tell her, because you know how sometimes a payment might hang up, especially if it's a lot of money, and it might just be sitting there processing, and so it doesn't show actually on our side until that process, and that can take 5, 7, however many days. somebody might actually have to go in and give it the okay. So hopefully that happens in the next day or two, and it shows up on our on the St. Jude's fundraiser site.
Hello, everybody.
Just show you.
Hello, Ida.
I have to make sure I get the right one and not the dashboard. This is the dashboard. I have to open the other one. That Ida. Let's see. I don't want to open the dashboard because not everybody wants their real names shown. So I will pull up the one that everybody sees, and I'm going to share it really quickly. See, 71,000. It does not show the 08 cents because it doesn't show cents out there, but how incredible is that? And we ended up with the 08 cents because Ida donated from the leftover shipping funds. Ida then donated the remainder that was left, $479.08 out of the shipping to St. Jude's. And that left us $71 short of 71,000. So somebody hopped in there and made up that difference because they just couldn't stand it and got us to 71,008 cents. So how incredible is that? Yeah. What an awesome feeling. I don't know who it was, but whoever it was, gosh bless their hearts. Because that's pretty awesome. I don't know if you can even see that very well. Is it blurry? That looks blurry to me on my screen. Anyway, how awesome is that?
Yeah, not blurry.
And we're still collecting all the way to the end of June, people. So
hey, can you hear me now?
How incredible. Lots of little things in the works. Can't wait to let you guys know that Ida's on the phone with St. Jude. She's like, they're like, oh, you are my BFF. We love you. And she's like, I know. We have a great community. The best of the best. So I'm going to catch up now see who hopped in. We have Ice Girl and Even Rose and Gold Maple. Hey, everybody that's in chat, and Ashes, of course, welcome, welcome. Wilby, how are you? And Ida. So, folks, I just want to give a little shout out to Kevin Rose. If you'll throw some whoop, whoop, whoop there in the chat to him. Kevin got a bit of a promotion or a move up in his workplace. Didn't ask for it, but he was asked to take the position. So he's now doing some supervisory duties. And he said he's moving on up. And it's slow and steady, but give him a little kudos out there. It's really nice when you haven't sought out something like that and they come to you and just reward your diligence and your persistence and your hard work. So throw him some love there. He's had a rough spring in the family, and certainly are still grieving and some personal things. So having a having a blessing like that. Whoop, whoop. Way to go. How are you, Ashes?
I'm good.
How's the East Coast life? Are these storms? You're welcome, Kevin. River Spirit. River Spirit. How are you? I hope you're doing really well.
I guess the first question is, can you hear me?
A blue background.
Yeah, can you hear me? Okay.
How cool is that? I got a few new things in. Oh, hey, let me show you. My son, and maybe I tried to show this to you last week and I didn't totally. Yeah, Ida, you said that he did on the phone when we talked. I didn't see in his chat that he showed it because I was putting groceries away. I cannot hear you, Ashes. We have no audio.
Can people in chat hear me? How about people in chat? Can you hear me? Give me a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I didn't
see. Did he show it, Ida? And did he throw it into his mega GA? Let me look, Ashes, if there's anything. There's nothing I can do on this end, Ashes. Still no audio.
Well, I haven't said anything, but yes.
Okay. So
check 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12, 9.
What the hey?
What the hey? What the hey?
Can I not hear you?
Yeah, just trying to help her get her sound fixed. Stand by, folks. Thank you, folks. Appreciate it.
Let me know in chat how we fix this foobar. Ashes is on panel. You guys can hear him. I cannot on StreamYards. Maybe I will step out of StreamYards and step back in. And Ashes, are you able to run? Is the volume up? My volume is up all the way. My mic is up. I have my YouTube muted, but my StreamYard.
Just do what Ida does. Just push buttons. That's right, Ida. Tell her. Just push buttons. Push buttons. That's right.
Settings are the same. All right. I'm just going to exit out and come back into StreamYard. I'm going to leave the studio.
Excuse me. Yep, she'll be right back, folks. Hey, hi, everybody. What's up? Woohoo! Isn't it awesome about lots of money raised for the kids? That's right. That's awesome. Hope everybody's having a great day. Great week. Here we are on hump day. Yeah, she'll be right back. She's just going to step out and step back in. See if she can get her sound fixed if she can hear.
All right. How about that?
Check 1, 2, 3, 7.
I still can't hear you.
Check 1, 2. Hello.
Nothing.
Everybody in chat, can you hear Silver Keys talking right now? Give me a 1 in chat if you can hear Silver Keys. Yeah, I think it's a speaker setting. Yeah. Yep. Okay, thanks everybody.
Yeah, Kevin, all of you guys can hear him, but I can't.
Yeah, she'll be right back, folks. She's going to get a chance. She'll get it fixed. She'll get it sorted out. So, hope your week's been great. Check 1, 2. Or some kind of feedback. Maybe that was getting ready to come in.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I hear you. Do you hear me?
I hear you. You know what I did to fix it?
Echo cancellation?
No,
Oh,
I unmuted my YouTube and muted it again.
oh. Look at that. Vote for Pedro says it may be better that you can't hear Ashes. Hey, Pedro, this is for you. This is for you, Pedro. You ready? Yeah, she pushed a button. I know exactly. She did push a button and she fixed it. Hey, what's special about this note? Can anybody tell me what's special about that note?
Vote for Pedro.
Yeah.
All right. What's special about that?
Hey, what's special?
I'm trying to look at it. Well, it's a birthday note for one.
Yep, there you go. Birthday note, January the 28th, 2003.
Is that a 2017 A?
Yeah, 2017A. Yep.
Cool. Anybody have a birthday there on the?
Yeah, my wife found that and pulled it out. She found it and brought it home.
Yeah, keep that one because people definitely.
Oh yeah,
January
somebody.
28th. Right, Ida? I pushed a button and it worked. But why? And I unmuted YouTube just so I could hear Ashes on the YouTube side. And then I could hear them in two places. StreamYard, I don't know why. All right. But cool, folks.
Here's looking at you.
My son's wife, our daughter-in-law, found do you remember what year that $100 note?
The $100 note.
She got a $100 bill, pulled money out of the bank and got a $100 bill. And it was from like 1958. And that thing is stellar. Like,
really?
And I said, oh my gosh, do you want me to send that off for grading? And he said, no, we're just keeping it in the safe. I said, okay, whatever. But I don't know if I showed last week what his coworker got in some change. And he called me and he said, Mom, he sent me a picture and he said, what is this? And I said, well, that's a UAE coin. And I looked it up. And I believe it's from 2007. Yeah, gold maple. How incredible was that? But yeah, a United Arab Emirates. And it's not silver or anything. But I believe this right here means 2007. And it might be a range date. Vote for Pedro.
Hey, Benjamin.
A 1 dirham. Thank you. I put a 1D, but I couldn't remember the rest of it. And I didn't have one of these. So he gave him a quarter for it and kept it for me. Ida just donated the remainder of the shipping. Vote for Pedro. And yep, $479.08. And then somebody else made a little $71 donation, which took us to 71,000.08 so far.
Well, what's the rest of the news that might be true?
What's the rest of the news?
Yeah, well, you were talking about when I first came in. You were talking about the conversation with St. Jude's.
Well, we actually might have more money than that, and she will know tomorrow. Because you know how sometimes payments hang up and they take a while to process or they have to be approved, and so we might have 73 something in there. So hopefully she'll get the details on that tomorrow when she talks to St. Jude's, and which will make our that fundraiser look even better. But how cool is that?
That's nice.
I think it's fantastic.
Yep.
She held, oh, folks, I'm going to tell you, I've been a stalker this last week. I am full on stalker mode, and I'm going to tell you how. Vote for Pedro. She held back $10 because we have one person who was not on the registration sheet, and they have not contacted her. And it's Graybeard Hunter.
He bought a lot too.
And he bought a lot.
I remember that.
Chat. He has not contacted us. I went out and I looked through all of the St. Jude's payments that, I had to select, figure out what he bought and then kind of figure out what time frame in there. And he paid using his YouTube name, both places that I can see it, not his real name. So then I went out on Facebook. Yeah, he's from International Stacker and Vote for Pedro. Ida and I have been haunting International Stacker's streams. All of the mods over there know. International Stacker knows. I sent an email to MLZB and Big Flip and Big T and Mama T and Coin Crew looking for him, and nobody has an address on him. So I found him on Facebook and on Instagram and on YouTube. I have messaged him through Messenger. I messaged him on Instagram, and I left, I'm total stalker. I left comments on his YouTube videos. I'm like, hello, we need you to contact. And he hasn't come through. So today I'm like, well, I'm just going full on. And I know the same video and the same photo are in the Instagram and the Facebook page and on the YouTube. So I know I've got the right person. And so today I messaged his wife because he hasn't answered me. I'm like, well, I'm going to go to the boss and see if she'll message me and get back to me. But come on, somebody's got to know him. He's all completely paid up. Everybody paid up. We didn't leave. Everybody was paid the moment the auction was over. Vote for Pedro. We just have no shipping address for him. He's not on the registration sheet, in spite of saying it how many times. And so we don't have a way to ship to him, and nobody else seems to have a way to ship to him either.
How many auction lots did we sell? 3 what? 3, right at 350?
We had 348 on the sheet, but then we had redos, right. When they.
So they watched the video 34 times. Just saying.
At least.
That's why I said every 10 lots you got to watch the video. Click the linky. 34 right. times. Not counting that we told them in chat.
Let's see. 1, 2.
Yeah, 35 times right out. I mean, you can only do, well, they wouldn't be AI or a bot because they paid for it. I don't think you're going to have a bot, Nelson, that's going to go out and pay off, because that person bought several items, best I remember. And you can't really donate his stuff. He's got to find out. I hope something didn't happen to the fellow. And maybe you'll find out if his wife reaches out. Maybe he got sick or something. Who knows? So
8, 9, 10, 11. I'm just counting up. 12, 13. We had.
Yeah, I got you, Nelson. Yeah, I'm with you. It's just really weird that you would, if you just won one item, I kind of see that, but 16. I remember they were very active in especially when I was there, they were very active.
Yeah, and it was both. I wrote down, and then the sheet is in the other room. but bought lots on both days, Saturday and Sunday. So there was a lot 100 and something gray bearded hunter, 183. So I
bots get an allowance. I want to be a bot. Then can I be a bot? I want an allowance. Who's going to give me the allowance?
So and we just keep thinking, well, so we resold 16 times. I just counted them up. There were 16 sell it agains. When his stuff doesn't show up and it occurs to him, maybe and vote for Pedro. I will grab his, let me get his YouTube channel link here, because again, like I said, I've just haunted his channel.
So it's really up to Miss Ida, but maybe this is something that we should add to the procedural policy of the St. Jude's, that if you don't register, even if you pay for something, if you don't, there comes a period of time that it's kind of like Ben said. Ben said, donate his winnings to the next fundraiser. We just got to put that in writing ahead of time. You couldn't really do it with this one, but you could do it with future ones and say, either A, we're going to thank you for your donation. You paid, we appreciate that. But if you don't claim your winnings by registering, then we're going to, push it forward on to Wounded Warrior or something, because Miss Ida doesn't want to.
And I
think
tried in the background to double check that the people that came in with IS suddenly especially on Sunday, we had, it seems like a few more, that I was trying to check the registration sheet at the same time. And I looked, and I know what I did. I saw gray, it wasn't gray bearded hunter. It was the other gray haired, it was gray haired something. And I saw that and I went, oh yeah, he's registered.
Yeah.
And
Miss Ida, don't you worry about someone saying that about you. We know better than that. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah.
I know it hurts your feelings when people say silly stuff like that, but we got you back. We know what's going on.
So
his last YouTube video was like 13 years ago. Cool Jeep videos. I like where he's at and what he's doing, but yeah, 13. I was looking at the shorts. The last short,
yeah,
it was a while back too.
And there's the Facebook, and you can see on Instagram and Facebook and a couple short videos, it is the same person. And so I've gathered from the Facebook that the last name is Miller.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I got you. I see.
Thank you, Ida. Yeah.
And he was just active on Facebook. He posted a picture on the 21st of, he shared a video or a picture on the 21st of October. So fairly recent, within the 7 months.
So like I said, I went ahead, I looked through all the friends to see if we had any friends in common, anybody else in the coin community there that I might know. I didn't see anybody on the friends list there on Facebook. So like I said, I've sent a blind message. We'll see if the wife responds. But it's crazy to have to go through this much. He'll show up eventually, but Ida wants his stuff out of the house. And we want to say it's complete, it's done, it's over.
Yeah.
Just set it on the shelf and dust it off every once in a while. And if it's still there next year, maybe we resell it. I don't know. I never saw where he said, keep it and donate it back. I never saw a comment like that on any of his purchases.
I didn't either. I mean, when I was selling, I didn't see that at all. Yeah. So,
and it would have been, had I seen it, I would have noted that on the spreadsheet. And so, I mean, everybody's so good, but in chat for, catching stuff and like that. So,
Yeah, and his wife's last post was an update. Looks like probably of their child, but September 13th, 2025. So neither one of them have been too active, but we're not friends. I can't say everything, but they're
Yeah.
not been too active since last 5 months.
Yeah. And that's what I was thinking. Well, I can't see current stuff, just the posts that they apparently have marked more public or something. I don't know. So there you are. That's kind of what.
Yeah.
And I don't know, if people out there in the coin world know more about him, or locally, whatever. Your internet is amazing.
Well, no, I haven't changed it. I still have this knock on my wooden desk. I still have the same router, the same everything. The wind's not blowing today. And I have a friend of mine that lives in California. I live in Virginia. Friend lives in California, and he works for Xfinity. Has worked for them for 20 years. He saw my post on Facebook when I was looking for recommendations to go somewhere else, and I sent him my account number, so he did some digging, and he found some issues in the line that these people here apparently didn't find. So he's had his leadership reach out to Virginia leadership, because I've been a customer for 30 years for Comcast. They don't want to lose me, but
Yep.
I'm okay. I'm okay with going somewhere else where I have a little bit faster up and down speed and a whole lot less expensive. Because what I spend in 1 month on Comcast, I can buy 3.5 months on one of the two fiber providers. But I do like my Comcast. It's been, up until now, it's been very reliable. And yes, Mr. Blue, I am amazing. Thank you for that. Just saying. Or more silver. I could buy more silver. I like the way you're thinking. Well,
it's kind of nice to have people that can call people, that can tell people. We've gone. I mean, our choices here were very limited. We have a local, small time guy who's building a business, and we went with him. And I have stellar internet here. I've had it when we had power outages. Of course, nobody has internet, but so he routes it through a company in Seattle from here, right?
Yeah,
Bend by the dip. And so we have a little dish on the side of the house, and the modem inside, and the dish points at the antenna over on the hill, on the mountain, and seems to be working fine.
Yeah, and I looked at Starlink. Starlink would give me enough down, but it's just Starlink doesn't give me enough up that I want to do. And I asked my IT guy here at the town. He's the other department head, and I said, "Hey, what's the difference between these two fiber providers?" And this is way down in the weeds, more than I want to know. But the older fiber provider built theirs on a 1 gig backbone. The new fiber provider built theirs on a 10 gig backbone, but they only offer up to 2, and they really only get 1 right now until they do some more updates. But so that's why I'm debating on which one I'm going to go with. So not that I need 1 gig up and down or 2 gig up and down, but I like speed. So
yeah, that's me. I mean, our old location, we had stellar fiber optic right to the house, and it was incredible, especially because we could do telehealth appointments through it.
Yep.
And
what we're doing here today, Sunday, I may or may not have lost out on sales on Sunday because I had no internet, and you could not see, you couldn't see nothing because it was all fuzzy. And while it's nice to be warm and fuzzy, not when you're trying to sell something, at least not coin related anyway.
Yeah. I didn't realize you didn't have any on.
It looked like that because of the internet connection was so slow. I was streaming. Now I could stream and watch stuff I was using my hotspot on my phone through Verizon, but you could not see anything here. But it is what it is. So it just gave me the day off. I just went and relaxed, and no big deal.
Well, I was on my phone and got into Shibby's for the last 3 lots. And
Yeah, I watched you a little bit over there. Yeah. So,
came home. Sister is deeply into March Madness. So, yeah, that's, and she, women's, men's, college, yeah, the whole 9 yards. And she's got brackets and she get this, she watches it with it muted because she can't hear it anyways.
oh,
So she mutes it. So the rest, everybody else is like, well, can't we hear it? She's like, and she points because, you can see the score on the screen.
I'm sorry. That's just so funny. It's like, I'm not listening, so why should you? You just watch the picture. I can see that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's.
Oh, that's just so funny.
We get to live a little of her world, I guess. Good. Can you turn me down to 2 there? Push 2 on the.
What's you going to sell? What are you selling there? What are you talking?
Well, let's. Muscle Shell was in. How are you, Muscle Shell?
You got 21 people. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, folks. Woohoo!
What do you mean, Ike's girl? Put a lead plate between the connection so it couldn't jump between them?
Oh, she was telling me about her issue with Xfinity with Comcast, and they had a neighbor that was too close, so they had to put something there so the signal was jumping. So
between the house.
she's telling me her challenge that she had, and Bill was also explaining to me how they fixed their internet issue, which, folks, I appreciate that. I appreciate the information you're putting out there. It is the last Wednesday of the month. Yes, it is.
It is. So it is the last ever Wednesday market of 2026 in March. A few people didn't pick up on that, but I did that for clickbait. I was like, I'm gonna do this and see what happens. Ash's big email heading your way from Moosock.
Look, Moosock, I'm already showing it.
Oh, let me get you big here.
So feel free to shoot Moosock the bird. Moosock is building a very, very nice collection. So his first up is an 1859 3-cent Trime. You can see in beautiful condition. And there is the reverse.
It is gorgeous.
So definitely an AU coin. Depending on luster, could hit MS, but definitely an AU coin there. That's beautiful. And then we go on to the next one, which is an 1859. Who cares about 1859 until you flip it over? $1. Another beautiful seated Liberty dollar right there, 1859. New Orleans Minted seated dollar. And then we have a nice Druid. This is a Druid Condor token.
Wow.
Yeah, 1795. This is an extremely nice example of a Druid.
Whoa.
It's
my God.
Beehive reverse.
You can see the detail in that. Ben just looked at the screen.
Yeah, industry has its Shore Reward current in the counties of. That's cool. And then this one, I'm sure it has edge right here. But
Ben says Merlin.
Yeah, Merlin. A lot of people call him a Druid. It's a Druid Condor token because of the hood. And then we have this little 1828 beauty right here.
Oh, do I just time Moosock out now, or what do we do, folks?
No, I want him to adopt me. Yeah, the edge has the county's names. Yes, sir. Yep, the edge on the Druid on this coin right here. It will tell you the name of the counties that you could use this as money. But a very beautiful example.
Incredible.
And this is the 1828.
Oh my gosh. I have room for that in my 1 cent collection there. My large.
Just wait. We're not done. Here's an 1849. Nice red brown example. ½ cent.
Now, I didn't do a ½ cent book, and I wasn't going to because I understand that it has a lot of varieties. Is that?
Don't be scared.
Okay. It's only.
As Ben would say, go for it, sis. Go for it, sis. Yep, it's 13 on the 49.
13.
Yep.
Those are incredible.
$13 on that one. Yeah. Moosehawk's beautiful coin, sir. Very beautiful. I'd have to say that that's really nice. That 59.
I'm Moosehawks.
Are you building the 59? Are you building the 59 typeset there, Moose? 59 3-cent, 59 seated.
Where's your LCS, Moosehawks?
If you are, it's a little dyslexic. That's a 95, not a 59. Just saying.
Good pickup on that. Vote for Pedro said, I was courtside when the Gophers beat Indiana in 97 to win the conference. Bobby Knight was swearing at his players nonstop. Just coincidence?
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
Moose
beautiful. That's nice. Super nice coin.
Yeah. All right. Let's kick it off with you.
Oh, sure. Okay.
We'll get this. Yeah. We'll get
All right, folks. Hey, welcome in. Glad you're here. Make sure that if whatever device you're on, you go down to the bottom of the device. And if you're on a PC over here right about here somewhere, you should see on YouTube a little thumbs up, probably right in this area. Click the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to Silver Key, make sure you click the subscribe button and ring the bell. So you can be like, hey, Jonathan Easton, how's it going? And then for me, PayPal friends and family right there. Also my email.
And I have 2 comments that I need to go back to, if that's okay. I do have my bot running, Ashes.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and do your comments. Go ahead. We're good.
Bill 457, I'm reading back what I missed. So I hope you're able to get that license back. That would be awesome. Don't let the test scare you. Just study up on it. And then Kevin said he has a 1.5 ounce PAMP roulette wheel in a box. Sold comps are $280 to $300, and he's asking $240 shipped. And I don't think, I'll look at the emails to see, he sent emails, but I don't think that was in the emails. So sorry, I missed those folks going by. But all right, Ashes, you are good to go.
All good, thanks. Again, PayPal friends and family. No notes, please. Cash App, Silver Ashes 66 with the $, or you can take out the little $, and that can be Venmo. If you purchase from me, I ask that you send me an email and make sure your address is there. Even if I sell to you a lot, it's just nice to have that on top and make sure that we get exactly what you're supposed to get. And my shipping is $6 whole unless you buy a whole lot or you need additional insurance or a signature, and I'll email you that cost after that. And if you're out of the country, Canada, England, somewhere, I'll ship to you. You just have to pay the cost of the shipping. I have the ability to do that. I don't mind to do it. We'll fill the paperwork out, and then you just pay the cost of shipping. So let's go. First up is a commemorative $50. This is the Lynchburg commemorative $50 from 1936. This is an ANAX graded coin, graded on January the 14th, 1985. This particular coin was graded MS63 on the obverse and the reverse. Originally registered to investment coins. This is the way they did their coins back in the day. And back in the early 80s, and had these nice little cards that came out and all the information there, which is a super neat way to do it. And here's the coin. So they would just have it in a flip. This has been put in another flip, but this is the coin. This is this coin right there. And this coin is $250, $250. A very nice example of the Lynchburg sesquicentennial, or 150 years. I was thinking of our 250 here in the U.S., but 250 for that one. Yeah, back in the 80s. Yeah, I talked to some kids one time. Said, "You were born in the 1900s?" Yes, you little knucklehead. I was in the mid 1900s. Here is a Carson City, 1884 Carson City GSA Horde in the hard case, graded MS64 by PCGS. Okay, Pedro, I'll have your stuff out you want here in just a few minutes. Just hurry back. And there's a reverse, really nice eagle, nice fields, very nice 64. And there is the Carson City mint mark. And this is 500. Is this a giveaway? You can sponsor the giveaway. You got it, Blue Sox. Here is in the Rattler. That is a 1885 MS63 Rattler, Morgan silver dollar. We do practice safe slabbage, so that's in a safe slab there. There's a reverse. This coin is $160 for this coin. And staying with the Rattler theme, there's 1879 S in MS63. Jonathan Easton got all of his stuff from St. Jude's. That's awesome. Ms. Ida, you are the best, and we agree. Here's the reverse.
She got all of that shipping done in a week.
Yeah.
Under a week.
Yeah, that's crazy. 1879 S.
This girl asked, sorry, was it Annex who stabbed those?
Yeah, yes, that was Anax that did that cardboard. Yes, that was Anax. That particular generation of the Anax holder, they call that, one second, I'll tell you what they call that. The generation is called the type 4.2 or the type 5. Just depends on where you look at, but that's probably, it's actually a type 6. I had to look at the date. So that one was actually an ANAX photo certificate type 6, which is an uncommon way that they graded the coins. And that's straight from oldslabholders.com, oldslabholders.com. Now the Rattlers, this is PCGS who did this. PCGS did these. You can go to PCGS.com, you can go to the verify, and you can type in this number and it'll tell you PCGS. So if I misunderstood your question, Ike's, PCGS is who does Rattlers. 1879S, MS63. Beautiful fields. This one's 165. Here's an 1881S in MS62. Now, a lot of these were undergraded. Looking at the cheek on this one, the cheek is really nice on this one right here. So I have no idea if this one has been to CAC or not. A lot of these go to CAC. People get a CAC green sticker. A lot of them try to get a CAC gold sticker, which really adds a lot to the value. There you can see the reverse. Again, Strongfield just has a mark right there on the coin, and that one is 165. Again, an 81S in MS62. Yep, dot mix printer right there, perforations. Yep, sure. Here's an 81S in 63. 81S in 63. This one is 170. Here's another 81S in 63. This one has a little bit of light toning on it. Not much, a little bit of toning. This one's also 170. Yeah, these are nice, aren't they, Bill? And then lastly, Rattlers, I have two 1904 O's. 1904 O's. These are both graded MS62. That's 200. And then this 040 is also 200. I showed silver keys. This one has a little toning right here, by the way. You see some toning right there. I showed silver keys a picture of a coin that I purchased on Whatnot the other day. I'll show that to you in just a second. I think it's a pretty neat coin.
All right, Ida, you have a lovely dinner.
So y'all know me, I like commemorative coins. So I picked up an Isabella quarter in a VG10. Very low grade, very low ball grade. But this is the coin I picked up. PCGS and NGC only have about 8 or 9 coins that are graded this, and about 8 or 10 that are actually graded less than this. So there's a lot of folks that like low ball coins, you know, so looking for a P1 or something, but I just thought it was pretty neat. And somebody had put that in the throwback series. I like it, so I thought it was pretty cool. And that's what we do. We buy coins that we like, right? So
that's it.
Yep. So we'll just stay with the Morgan theme since I got the Morgan box out. 1882 Carson City. This one is 325. AE55 details grade, cleaned, ANAC set. 1885 and 64. And if you ever want me to take one out of the slab wrapper, just let me know. We just don't want to try to keep them getting scratched. This one's 175. Ash is at my coin club at the library. If they get coin books in, give them to coin club. You have to finish that up here a little bit. Bill, let me know what you're saying there, sir. Very pretty coin. Again, that's 175. This one is a really nice coin. This is an MS62 1883 O. An MS62. ANAX is who graded it. But look at the toning on this one. They're pretty. Rainbow colors right there around the edge. Yeah, I am with you, man. I'm with. Sometimes I do that too. This one's 150. Very beautiful coin. And I haven't tried to get the rattler to turn that one. So we'll work on that, see if we can get that to turn maybe one day. Here's an 1886 in MS64 PCGS. You can put that number in, go right to it, see the information about the coin. This coin is 135. $18.89 in MS63. Oh, that's cool. I'm with you now, Bill. A book on Morgans. That's neat. And peace dollars. These are not my favorite coins in the world, by the way. They're nice, but I just like other coins. I mean, everybody collects these, seems like. But 125 on this 1889. Super great fields on the reverse of this one.
I have books just like my walkers and quarters and all those other books that I'm trying to fill of them.
Here's an 1885 O. This is part of the McLaren collection. MS63. Reverse.
Did you say a 95-0?
85-0. 1885-0.
I'm like, what?
This one's got nice toning, goes right through the middle. You can kind of see it there.
Oh, yeah.
That one's 145. About 10 more, then I'm going to pass it back. Here's a 1922 peace dollar in MS64. This one's 130. A little toning on these. A 1923 in MS63, graded by NGC, peace dollar. This one is 115. And back to Morgan's. Here's an 84-0 in 63. And if you ever need me to get close to a coin, folks, to look at a coin, just tell me. You want to see Miss Cheeks again? It was 165. Okay. Let's see there. 165. Was it one of the Rattlers? Pikes girl?
Was it one that you said that had some toning there across? Oh, the cheeks were clean, she says.
Well, I'm looking at the ones I've shown that were 165. I haven't shown one that was 165 other than the Rattlers. This one has a strong clean. This one has a clean cheek. If this is the one you're talking about, this one right here, 81S and 62. Yeah, let me take it out of the wrapper here. I think they were pretty harsh on this coin. I mean, it's got some places in the fields, but it does have a nice cheek, you know, and that's a big deal. It does have that little spot right there. But I've seen 64s that look worse than this coin. Yeah, you do that. Like you can do that. Absolutely. 100%. We take emails for sure. Let's see, we showed the 84-0. How about this 80S? Oh, yeah, 100%. Rattlers probably 95% of the time are undergraded. So this is an 1880S in 63. I mean, look how good this 63 is compared to that one we just saw. It was a 62. An 84S. The one we were just looking at is at 81S. 81S. If you're asking if I have an 84S, not the Rattler. No, I don't have one. No, I don't have an 84. Yeah, 81S. Yep, that's it. This is 80S, signed by David Ryder, who's one of the Mint directors. This one's 1.25. Look at this. 85O MS60. ANAC says it's artificially toned. Now, I'll leave it to the experts. Ben and I both had a really lengthy conversation about this coin. I'm gonna do this so we can get here. So I want you to look at it. So, coloring around this coin. The ANAC says it is artificial, but nothing on the reverse, and there is nothing on the rim.
And I can only tell you from my own experience in toning silver, not coins, but like our silver pours, it's difficult to achieve that that fine of a line around. The only, I mean, I could look into it. It's possible that they put like a petroleum jelly to protect it from.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah. But I agree, Ike's girl. It looks like maybe something was sitting on it, but which would be then toned from atmosphere. But if you're using like a liver of sulfur or something like that to tone that, the control on that specific area to get that distinct ring is pretty difficult to achieve.
And now, first gen PCI holders, it's a low tier holder. First gen, it's important that it's first gen, not second or third gen, because they changed their slab holders. But they would tone Morgans like this, similar to this, But I have to take them at their word. I mean, that's what they do for a living. We can always disagree.
Yeah.
But regardless, you buy the coin, not the holder. Buy the coin, not the holder. It's a beautiful coin, and this coin is.
Well, and if they're in doubt, they probably err on the side of it was artificially toned.
Correct. Yeah.
What in the world could cause that to happen? Well, it's got to be fake. Well, we know that there's instances of things like that happening out there just due to environment.
So this coin is 165. And so I will tell you, after going to the fun show, and Vincent and I were walking around and we were looking at coins, if this coin did not have artificially toned and graded at mint state 60, in this holder, 165. In an NGC holder, it's close to 200. If it's a PCGS holder and it's almost 3 times the price, because PCGS rarely will do that to coins. It was amazing when I saw it at that table we went to, and the prices had jumped up so much. But, if you like Morgans and you like toners, she's a beaut. And 3 more. So here's an 040 and mint state 63, 040 and mint state 63. This is NGC graded. This one's 130. Here is an 81S and 63 NGC. All right, Ben, easy now. Easy. This one is 1 1/4, 125. Ben, did you tell me to hold this for you, or did you want me? I can't remember. What did you tell me to do with this? It's a first strike, Proof 69, a Silver Eagle, U.S. Marine Corps Privy. Hold it. I thought that's what you told me. I couldn't remember.
Hold
I
it
should have.
until we can find a 70 to replace it.
Yeah, we're holding this. Yeah, so this is one that we sent in. Ben sent this in, and they gave it a flipping 69. Well, I should have known it was whole because it didn't have a price on the back, but still a very pretty coin. So I'm going to yield back the balance of my time for right now. I'll still be here, not going anywhere, and then let Miss Keys go and do some emails. And
we're going to hop on over to Kevin's emails now and get through those. And then I've got a couple new things tonight. And all right. So if anybody needs to contact Ashes, again, !Ashes, his info will drop there in the chat. And if you need to get a hold of Kevin, just type plain old Kevin there in the chat, !Kevin, and his information will come up as we wander through his emails here. We will, good grief, try to hit the right button. And as always, it's not big enough. That's too big. It goes off the screen then. All right. All the emails are from Kevin at this point. If anybody else has an email, follow the format that Kevin has here. Clear photos, please. 1 item per picture, or 1 item per email, unless it sells as a lot, please. Make sure you have a description, the metal content, your fee, your price for it, whether it is a buy it now or a starting bid, and what your payment methods are, your contact information. Appreciate that, everybody. And we're going to start off with this black tourmaline pendant, 3/9 fine silver. The COA is included. He's asking 65 shipped. And we'll take a look at these photos here. He's doing all of this artwork on the side while he's holding down a job with a new position starting on Saturday. Confirmation of the weight right there. Black tourmaline with a figure carved in it there. The sun pendant. Keelan's also amenable to offers and offers of trades. He also does special requests. So don't hesitate to reach out to him. Item number 2 from Keevan is this shark tooth. He has 2 bull shark lower tooth pendants. They are in 3/9 fine silver. He will include the COA as you see in the photo there. He has a video of crafting the process on his channel, and it is $70 shipped. And you can see that each one has a COA. And it has the date, the name of it, the silver content. Bum, ba, bum. And it's Kevin Rose Eni Jewelry COA. He says they're a lot of fun to make. There would still be time to get them before Easter, folks. Easter basket. All right, moving on. We have a handmade, hand-cut Kingman turquoise on 3/9 fine silver. Stamped, COA is included. There's a confirmation of the weight right there. He's asking 55 shipped. 257 grams, looks like. If I'm 2.57 grams. He says he likes working with the Kingman turquoise. There's his maker's mark, the 3/9 fine stamp. Confirmation of the weight again. Get up there and take a look at that. All right. Scott S., welcome in. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Next, we have turquoise pendant number 6, handmade. Let's get you a look at that while I'm reading it. Handmade number 8, turquoise robin's egg, because he says it looks like a robin's egg. In 3/9 fine silver, serrated bezel, stamped. COA is included. 140 shipped. 140 shipped. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. Well, I guess I'll scroll through these. Confirmation of that weight, 16.19 grams. That really does look like a robin's egg. It's awful pretty. There's his rose, 3/9 fine. Give you another look at that. He rolls all his silver out, folks. Rolls it all out, makes these bezels. All right, up next, we have a brachiated red jasper pendant, 3/9 fine silver, COA included. He's asking 55 shipped. Let's take a look at this. Ashes, Ike's girl says email sent. This.
Yep, I'm reading it right now. I got you.
14.7 grams. A lot of activity in that red jasper. How cool is that? This is just a light. It is not a flaw in that stone. It's just the reflection. There's his maker's marks. All right. We have the first of 2 opal pendants here. Hand cut, handmade, Ethiopian opal. He cuts and polishes this opal himself. This is in a serrated pendant here. 3/9 fine silver. Lots of color in this opal. 150 shipped.
Ike's girl, I replied to your email.
You sent an email to me, Bill, or to Early Bird Trade Day? There's a confirmation of the weight, 1.73. Opal doesn't get any better than this. Look at all the colors. You have orange, you have green, you have yellow, you have red. There's a little bit of blue and purple. I don't know if you can see that in this. That's a beautiful opal. We'll go on to the next opal pendant. It really is. This one's gorgeous too. Hand-cut Ethiopian pendant. Ethiopian opal. This one is also really lively with color. He's asking 120 shipped in this bezel. And I think, yeah, look, you've got orange, yellow. Look at this purple here, the blue, the red. There's the confirmation of the weight, 1.9. There's the stamp on the back. Of course, you'll get a COA with this. She's gorgeous. I'm telling you, she's gorgeous. He will take trades sometimes. You just shoot him an offer. You never know what he'll do there. We have a handmade 3/9 fine silver and Larimar natural Larimar. It's untreated. 9.5 total grams, $100 shipped on this. Never know till you ask. That's it. Worst they can do is say no. You never know. I still think that this looks like the door that Harry Potter's uncle or guardian was pushed through to the lost souls. I can't remember the name of the door, but how cool is that? There's the maker's mark, 3/9 fine. Beautiful stone. Yeah, maybe not so much in this picture, but in this picture, it looks like those wisps of smoky clouds, otherworldly. All right, Ashes, we will be here. If you have a Harry Potter fan, there you go. Sirius Black. That's who it was, Sirius Black. Because Bellatrix runs around, I killed Sirius Black. And you just want to I will quote my daughter, throat puncher. And if you saw my daughter, you'd understand why that's so funny, because she weighs 95 pounds. And yeah. All right, we have a handmade Larimar teardrop pendant in 3/9 fine silver, 5.7 grams. Total weight, it's $90 shipped. There's a confirmation of that weight right there, if you can see it. Oh, isn't that pretty? Yeah, Kevin, she's the least violent person you'd come across. And she'd have to stand on a soapbox to, she's a little shorter than me. She's 5'2", 5'1", 5'2". It's a pretty stone there. Maker's mark, 3/9 fine. Larimar teardrop pendant. That's really pretty. All right. What we have here is the lapis pendant, handmade, 4.6 grams total, $70 shipped on this. There's a confirmation, 4.63 grams, if you can see that right there. And this is a beautiful bluish purple. The reverse of the pendant. And let me know, folks, if I'm going too fast, if you want to take a look at anything, get a closer look. Man, oh man, just went to Taco Bell and got 2 burrito supremes and nothing else. It was $11.60. Yeah, it's not going to get better. Amethyst pendant, handmade amethyst, 3/9 fine silver pendant, 9.8 grams total, $70 shipped. Now, if you've got somebody that has a birthstone, amethyst birthstone, or a purple birthstone, there's that reverse. There you go. $70 shipped. That looks like a jelly bean sitting in that, doesn't it? Looks like a purple Jelly Belly. Handmade, hand cut. Natural phosphor siderite on 3/9 fine silver pendant. 8.75 grams total. 110 shipped. Scott S., I have 1 ounce silver Libertad and a 60. Oh, okay. That what you sent an email for. Okay. Sorry. Ashes is back. How pretty is that? Is the September birthstone amethyst. February is amethyst. It looks like September is sapphire. Quick Google on the side there. He says this is similar to turquoise in the way that it's caused by oxidization. Yeah, it looks like it had little purple lava boils there and then froze. All right. Bill, I do have the email from you, so hang tight. You'll be up next. Did I just show this one? Or do you have 2 of them, Kevin? I just showed it. Nope. Did you send this twice? Did you, because it's 110, 8.75 grams, and this one is 8.75, 110. Yeah, okay. I'm going to I'll delete this one because it's the same one. I was like, wait, am I losing my mind? Okay. Same email. We'll move on. We have a Kambaba fossil pendant on 3/9 fine silver, 3.74 grams total, $70 shipped. So is this a fossil out of Africa, Kevin? I mean, I think it's fossilized algae, right? Yes, that's what I thought. All right. There's the maker's mark. Get up in there. That's got a lot of interesting fossilized algae. Bill says it looks like onyx. It does, especially from a distance if you were wearing it. But when you got up close and saw that in a really cool, it would be a interesting piece, nice little conversation piece. All right, we're moving on to a turquoise bracelet. We have a handmade, hand-cut Kingman turquoise on 925 sterling. This is 53.2 grams of sterling. This weighs a little bit more. That sterling is going to wear a little better in everyday use. We have an 18 karat natural Kingman turquoise. This is a size 8. He is asking $225 shipped on this. You can see, of course, here the 925 and his maker's mark. and he's playing with some different different designs there. Any cosplayers out there? This would be a cool bracelet. I had to turn my fan down. Let's get to another. This would also be a great fidget bracelet for somebody that fidgets a lot because, you know, especially if they're tactile, being able to run your thumb over all of those little bumps would be a really cool. And then to have the texture of the cold stone and the surround on the bezel. So if you know anybody that, yeah, it would be a cool piece for that. I was going to make them sterling pearl beads because I'm native and that apparently makes them special, but this popped in my head. Yeah, and there's a confirmation of the overall weight. Again, for somebody that, you know, does cosplaying or costumes, or I could see where this might work, and not to belittle your work or anything, Kevin, but it would work as like a steampunk type jewelry. But for anybody that fidgets, that would be maybe a cool piece. All right, we have another pendant here. Let me get it. 8.3 grams total, 3/9 fine silver. It is the chrysocolla. And there's a confirmation of the weight right there. Let me drop it in chat. There's the maker's mark. I think this picture probably doesn't capture the color or the glory of this stone as well. Hard to get that. I'm going to kind of zoom up so you can take a look there. Bill 457, yeah, I will echo what Kevin Rose said. If you want a sterling silver rope chain handmade, that's a lot of man hours. He can make them, absolutely. But yeah, it's a lot of man hours. And I'll show you just, when we're done here, I have a bracelet here that I can show that's copper. It's the same method behind it. There's a few more steps involved, and smaller isn't necessarily better. Smaller can be a little harder to work with because it takes a little longer to make your rings and solder the little rings together and hook the little rings together. It can be labor intensive. All right. Kevin has a roulette wheel here, folks, and he had this in chat earlier. This is 1.5 troy ounces of 4/9 fine silver. It is a Pamp Swiss roulette wheel. He's asking $240 shipped. Sold comps are between $245 to $300. So there's a little meat on the left on it there. So roulette wheel, Las Vegas, 1 troy ounce rotating silver coin. And I'll go through all of these and then I'll come back to that photo. Here you see the Pamp 1.5 ounce Switzerland. Let's get up here on this and I'll get you both top and the bottom. So that's Nui 2023. It is a $3 coin. It is 4/9 fine. It weighs 46.65 grams. It is proof-like, 1 of 3,600. 3,600. And let's take a look at this. Any fans out there? Oh, look, it has a tiny little ball right there. How cool is that? He said the box isn't bent or cracked or have any damage. And apparently, is there anywhere on the box where it numbers like which one out of 3,600 this is? Yep, it's Pam, but it's newy. Give you another look at that, folks. How cool is that? And how many times have you spun that wheel, Kevin? Because I don't think you could. Okay. I don't think I could have it in my hand and not like want to spin that wheel. I've never gambled like that. But that's a cool piece. I can see this going into the Wounded Warrior. Holy cow, yeah. 4 or 5 times I had to. See, I knew it. I wouldn't have been able to resist either. That's cool. All right, he's asking $240 shipped on that, folks. Now, where's all my folks that like native made items? We have a handmade Blackfeet tomahawk, bison leather, turkey feathers, oak, rabbit fur, and art sinew and epoxy glue. $78 with a $10 ship on this. He napped that stone. Kevin, have you used like Coke bottle bottoms glass for napping, or do you just use another stone or a antler? I'm curious about, because Mr. has done all of those, just trying them here and there. Let's take a look at that, folks. All the way down that handle. Okay. Oh, a copper nail. Because he got some really thick glass that he tried, and it's down in the shop. Then graduate to copper bopper, and then the antler, and finally a copper nail. Okay. Cool. All right, folks, he's only asking $78 plus ship of 10 on this. And I'm going to get his info there in the chat. This is the last email from Kevin. All right. We're moving on to Bill 457. A copper nail or a steel nail. Okay. He has a bunch of horseshoe nails in his horseshoeing box that I was going to get rid of. And then I said, we might be able to do something with those. So yeah. All right, Bill 457 is here. Let's do this email. All right, we've got some silver. Where's all you lurkers, you sleepyheads? We've got some silver for sale here, folks. Wake up. Bill 457 has some silver for sale. This is selling as a lot. You have a 2024 Mexican 1-ounce silver Libertad. a 64 proof set, a 73 proof set. He's asking 140 shipped, PayPal friends and family only, and he does have Cash App. So if we make a sale, you'll have to email Bill for those items because I can't drop them in chat because they aren't there. Let's take a look at these. You betcha, Kevin. Now it's a 64. It's silver, folks. 90%. You got the quarter, the dime, that little mint chip there, and the half. Let's take a look at that reverse. And you've got the 73 proof set, that Ike dollar there. I said Ike dollar, where's Ike's girl? Because I feel like when you say Ike's dollars that she just pops up and is like, what? Did I hear my name? All right, let's go back through these. Asking 140 shipped. You're getting a 2024 Mexican 1 ounce silver Libertad, a 64 proof set, and a 73 proof set for 140 shipped. I wondered if you were there lurking. All right. I am going to drop Bill 457's email in the chat in case somebody doesn't have it and they want to reach out behind the scenes. And there's the email for you to take a look at. I'm sorry we didn't get it done, but maybe somebody will contact you, Bill, via that email behind the scenes, and maybe we'll get her done for you. And that, folks, let me do a quick refresh on this, but pretty sure, yep, that's all the emails. So we will. You're welcome, Bill. Bill, Ike's girl wants the 73 set. So Ike's girl, why don't you offer something to Bill for it? Grab his email there, and maybe maybe I hate that does that now. All right, I am going to focus my camera apparently. So Bill, I want to show you. This is a copper bracelet, and good grief. Sorry, my YouTube side just crashed. This, just like you'd have to do with a silver necklace, making each one of these, but with silver, you would solder them closed, and then you have to sand that, and you have to connect them in a process. It's labor intensive. So this took him, I'd have to ask, but it took him probably, I don't know, 10, 12 hours or so. This is just an 8.5 inch bracelet. She's kind of picky on Ike's, she says. And all right, so Ike's girl, do you want to send Bill an email and ask him what he would take on just the Ike set? And then we can, then Bill, if he's willing to break it up. I have a 41S walker. These are new to me tonight. I might have to tip this way to get it to focus. There we go. 41 walker. And there's your S mint mark. Starting bid of 25, which I believe is melt. I have a 42S as well. If somebody needs a 42S, same price, right at melt. There's that S. All right. No takers there. Let me do this. Give me 1 second here, and so I can save the screen or share the screen. The Ambit lady, I have a starting bid of 25, which I believe is melt. I can double check. I haven't looked. I looked at.
I'll look for you. I'm good. Stand by. And our walk-in Liberty $half. Melt is $26, $25.98. So $26 is the melt.
So I'll stick with what I said, 25. I said 41 and a 42S. I am no coin grader. I am not a coin grader. I will get them up as close as I can. Let me kill this light and turn this one on. See if I can't get you a better look. They are circulated.
But still worth melt at a minimum. Yep. So.
You know what to do. You know what to do. Set a timer for 2 minutes. Timer, 2 minutes. All right, folks, you got 2 minutes. You know what to do. I don't see anybody chit-chatting.
I did.
It's going to be
And
Ash.
you did.
And I'll tell you right now, I'm already collecting for St. Jude's. So my name will go in. And if I win, it's going to St. Jude's.
Hey, Kim Campbell, how's it going? Good to see you.
And I also, I want you to know that I will collect for Wounded Warrior, and I will ship it to Wounded Warrior before the auction. And that is the weekend of our anniversary that week. So I am not sure that I'll be, I don't know. It's our 41st, so not sure what we're doing. Maybe, I don't know. Paying. They are pretty. After we get this done, I'll show you the last few things that I've got there. I've got more coming in. But I want to do this so I don't forget. And I will show you what it is after we do this. All right. Let me. Oh, some of your last second here. Holy cow. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and oh, I didn't have it unmuted. Sorry. Trust me, it went off. There it went. I'll shut that off. Let me grab these. Oh, excuse me. And I got another one. Twice. Apologies for that. All right.
Hello, Felty. How you doing?
All right. We're going to go over here. We're going to edit those names out. We have Ashes. We have Benjamin. We have Bill and Felty and Ike's girl and Kim Campbell. Kevin Rose. I don't know why it grabs that.
Hey, Tommy John, how's it going? Good to see you.
Moose Socks, Muscle Shell, Silver Keys, and the M Lady. Anybody else? It didn't grab Tommy John. Let me. Anybody else? If there's anybody else in the chat that your name was not read, put a 1. We sneezed at the same time. Ben, don't you even kid about that. Good grief. That's too true to be like.
That's why she can't walk on ice.
That's why I can't walk on ice. Absolutely. You know, they did.
We ship bubble wrap. We ship bubble wrap to her in Montana for a reason.
The doctor did tell me that I crossed the line into osteoporosis, but I do have a story on my mom who had osteoporosis. And Pookie's in the chat. She will back me on this. My mom literally bent over in church one time to pick up a Bible under the pew in front of her and broke a rib. That is no lie. Anybody else in chat does not see their name? I didn't see any ones. So,
Tommy, that sounds horrible. I hope that heals up quickly.
Uh-oh, Tommy, what happened?
Poison oak in his eye.
No. What do you do for that? What do you do for poison oak, period? I got it. But in your eye, how can you?
You just have to take some medicine for it. I mean, it's like you get it somewhere else. You just, if it's too bad, you have to put some salve or something on it. Oh, look at that little duck on the end. Look at that pink duck with a sharp nose. Looks like a snowman.
We don't have poison oak here, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Poison ivy. Yeah. We actually, I keep, in case we get into it, I actually have some stuff that you can take a bath with that will help get rid of the oils. So
we do not have poison oak or poison ivy. We do, however, have tarantulas. We have a tiny tarantula in one place in Montana on the Missouri River. All right, I'm going to shuffle it 3 times. Once for me, once for you, once for everybody else. I'm going to mute that, and we are going to kick it off. Good luck, everybody.
When you shuffled it, I lost my snow duck. Oh.
Oh, it
Now
changed
there's
your.
yeah, I was a snowman duck.
Oh, it
Man.
changed your costume. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
We've got poison ivy, poison oak, and poison sumac here in Virginia too. Yeah.
Rubbing alcohol.
I was in a brush fire yesterday. Thankfully I didn't get any on me. So
So, like milk doesn't, like
no.
calamine lotion.
All calamine does is just keep it from itching too bad. I mean, there's
Okay.
a lot of stuff you can do to take care of it.
Oatmeal baths.
Yeah. And the Abbott lady is in the lead currently. Here comes Kim Campbell.
Bum, ba, bum,
Silver Keys is coming up
what?
from the rear.
What the
And that is
what?
rigged. Type in rigged in the chat. Hashtag rigged.
Hashtag rigged. All right. So here's what we're gonna do.
She's only an ounce of gold, folks. Now she's going to keep it for herself. Oh my
Yeah, too bad. No, but what I'm gonna do, I have a war nickel with 2 foreign coins. So I'm gonna hold that, and we're gonna race again. And I'm going to put, I have another war nickel, and I'm gonna put the second war nickel in St. Jude's. And I'll find a foreign coin. Let me find a foreign coin of some sort that I'll put with it. So that somebody in chat wins. So should I just race again?
Yeah,
Same
just
way?
race again. Race again.
Let's race again.
On your mark.
All right.
Set.
I'm going to shuffle it up though. 1,
Come on.
2, 3. One's for me, one's for you, one's for, and I'm still on the outside edge. All right. All right. Good luck, everybody. And if I win again, it's totally hashtag rigged. And I'll show you these.
And we got Ike's girl carrying the torch, has Miss Liberty out in front. Kevin Rose, who is the graduate, is coming up behind. The Ambit lady with her wig on. Look at that wig. Mm-hmm. Little Jessica going on there. Jessica vibe. There comes the unicorn Felty coming up. Now he's dropping back. Tommy John with his broom hanging on there. It's anyone's paddle so far.
Bum, ba, bum. Hubby, are you? Oh, never mind. I was going to ask him if he was watching.
Here comes the winner coming in from behind. Y'all know how it works.
Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be?
Will the Ambit lady hold on? Nope.
No.
Oh, Tommy John's coming up. Here comes Tommy John for the win.
Is that a wizard or a witch? I'm not sure.
That is a witch. That's a broom right there beside. That's a broom.
Tommy John.
Congratulations.
All right, Tommy John. Let me get.
Oh yeah. On a duck race, the Ambit lady, you never want to be out in front because you always come in not first.
Yeah. Yeah, it's never good to break out early. Okay, Tommy John. You're going to get a choice. Number 1, that's a war nickel, and it's in pretty good condition. These 2 war nickels are. There's one in this one. And you get a Canadian. Or number 2, you still get a war nickel. This one's in a little better condition. I looked this one over.
He said give it to St. Jude, so it doesn't matter. Thank you, Tommy John.
And this one has 2 foreigns in it, so they'll both go to St. Jude's.
Outstanding.
And I'll write up a ticket on those. Let me write your name down, Tommy John. I should have had the ticket ready. Oh, it's 325.25. How many of you had to write that today? All right, Tommy John, there's Tommy John TJP giveaway. And I will get that in an envelope.
Yes, 26. Pookie says it's 26.
Oh.
26. Pookie, she is a year behind. Can you believe it? Just 1 year.
Tomorrow. So tomorrow will be 3/26/26. All right. Good grief.
Lord, Pookie. What are you going to do with her, Pookie? I just don't know.
She's trying to raise me, but man, I tell you, I'm putting up a fight.
Pookie, I think she needs some sugar. Can you bake her a cake or some cookies? And maybe send some to Virginia while you're at it.
I need a good medium rare steak is what I need. Yeah, Kevin, the scorpions there. I couldn't believe it. They were like, "Oh yeah, watch your boots and stuff at night." We were up on the Missouri Breaks, Kevin, up at Slippery Ann.
You gave her eggs.
She gives me eggs. Yeah, she has chickens, but I let your dogs out and I feed the chickens.
Hey, Des Logic, how's it going? Good to see you.
All right. I have these for stinging nettle. I forgot about that. And rattlesnakes. We don't have rattlesnakes right here at the house, but yeah, a little delayed mailing. Yeah, if you let me know, Ike's Girl, tomorrow, or let's see, what's the 28th? Not till Saturday. And everybody else, while I'm on this thought, I have wallets. Vote for Pedro if you're still there lurking. Do you want me to ship your wallet? It has a slab in it. Scott S., I have a wallet for you. Rosebud, Cherie, and Vincent. Vincent, I will probably ship your wallet Monday. Pookie, we left your item from St. Jude's was in my package and we left it on your counter. It just dawned on me. Did you see it last night? All right. This is I turned the light out. Now I can't read it. 1960 Austria, 5 shillings, 64% silver. Okay. And I know you were going to put that away for a gift. Oh, come on. There we go. The details in this is amazing in person. I know the toning on it is crazy. All right. And I'm asking, I haven't changed my price on this. I would bin that for 15. This is a Australian florin, 1947 florin. And I'm asking, good grief, I can't read. I do 20 on it. I'm going to turn my lights on because good grief. Is it for Haley, Pookie? Is that who it's for? All right, we have a 10 shilling. This is 1970. It is 64%. And I do 15 on that, I think is what oh, okay. What do you call a cow's knees? This is a 1967 Austria, 25 shilling. It's 80% silver. This is in beautiful. Beautiful condition. A burger joint. That's a good one. And I am asking, I believe melt on this is $40. I have an MPC. This is Series 681. That was August 11th of 69 to October 7th of 1970. Vietnam era, was issued in Vietnam. And I've been asking 10. And I'm up for trades, folks. If people want to trade, I'm always up for that. I have a 53 chime. And $20 on an 1853 chime. That's all I have tonight. I'm going to let my co-host here up. He's got some money on the table, folks. Money on the table. Let's get him up here.
See, Felty is trying to talk your daughter out of a free car. Tommy John's trying to get us to have a burger joint. So, I don't think we can call a cow's knees teats. I don't think that works. But you could call it whatever you want to, right? If it's your cow, you call it what you want to.
You call it what you want, yeah.
All right, folks, I got some currency. If you're interested, I'll let you have it. Again, my shipping is $6. PayPal, friends and family right here. Cash App's right here. Take out the $sign. That's Venmo. Again, shipping is $6. So let's show you what we got. First up are some Joseph Barr notes. Joseph Barr was our Secretary of the Treasury for 28 days, right after JFK was assassinated. And so I have Barr notes, and the Barr notes. These are the only bills that he signed. They only appear on the $1, and then as you can see here, they are right here. They're decent shape, but they still are Barr notes. Lower printed on these, and these are $5 each, $5 a piece. Chicago, Richmond, Virginia, and Richmond, Virginia. $5 each.
I'm looking at mine to see. I've got a pretty good one. I'm just looking to see if you have an upgrade.
Oh, I got you. I have bicentennial $2 bills. I have several. They are $3 each. If you want a $2 bill commemorating the 200th anniversary of these United States, they are $3 each. Let me know how many you want. I've got plenty. The $2 bill for $3. No star notes in that stack.
Pookie, I thought I told you you're banned from the farm store. It's chick days at Murdoch's, and they have all their live chicks, and good grief.
These are 1985 notes, and these are $2 each. So nice older notes. So if you're interested in those, some older notes, $2 each for some older notes.
Does anyone have a book on
the? And I have.
On Star
Can you still hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because I keep losing my video connection here, so I think if my internet's not jacking up, who knows? But here are, yeah, what kind of stars? Yeah, movie stars, celestial stars, stars on bills. I don't know. You got to tell us. These are $1 star notes. $1 star notes. These are $1 silver certificates. These in this condition are, we'll do $3 each, $3 a piece. Tell me how many you want. We got them in there. I got some godless notes and some within God we trust. Literally, you're the one that suggested that she go to that store.
Yeah. So you walk in and you go right to the register and get the gift card. You don't go back to the poultry section and look at all the tubs of the baby chicks.
Yes, you do, Pookie. You go look at them all you want to, honey. You go look at all of them you want. Get you those chickens. Have more eggs. Here are.
She has an incubator. She does. Oh my gosh.
These are $1 star notes. $1 star notes. These are $10 each. $1 star notes.
TJP, thank you for the donation to St. Jude's for that giveaway. That was kind of you.
Yeah, exactly. You buy the chicks for right now, knowing that the eggs are going to do their thing, and then beep, going to pop out. But you got to have them for right now, right? Right. I got you, Pookie. I got you. Now, if you were my daughter, my son-in-law, I'd be saying the same thing your mom is. They went to Rural King and they had a sale on chicks and turkeys, and they bought like 12 chicks and turks, and then they had them in their house and in their bedroom while they were having the heat lamp on until wintertime was over, because you don't buy chickens here in the winter.
No.
Crazy. But they did, and they still have most of them. So, folks, here are Red Seal $2 bills. Red Seal $2 bills. Most of them are from 53. This one's a 63. And these are $5 each.
Boy, you guys could really get a good start on a currency set here with this. That bar note for sure, because they are a little harder to get a hold of, especially in great condition.
Oh, yeah.
And those Red Seal notes.
And then these are $5 notes, Red Seals. And these are $10. $10 each. So just had those here. Just wanted to show those in case anyone was interested. Pretty inexpensive way to start a currency collection, especially if you want to give some to some youngster, especially the $2 bills from bicentennial year 1776. I haven't heard him say what they're going to do for a 250. I kind of hope they do something like this for the 250, but I haven't seen him say anything about currency.
No, I haven't either.
That would be great if someone did.
Yeah, I would have thought if they were going to do something and would have announced it by now, we would all have.
Yeah, I haven't even seen the first 2026 coin yet. I've been looking, but I have not seen any here yet. So.
Yes, nor have I.
I saw Big Flip had some on his Whatnot stream of the night. He had some $50 and a dime. So they're pretty popular.
That wasn't last night, was it?
What's that?
That wasn't last night, was it?
Maybe early on last night, but the stream before then he had that. So.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say.
And just a few more items here, and then I think I'm going to step out of the way. You will not lower yourself. Yes, you will, Felty. Here is the Chibi Mount Rushmore series set, all in Proof 70 Ultra Cameo George Washington. The red seal twos, $5 each. $5 each. So George, improved 70, American flag label. Good night, Moose. Here's Abraham Lincoln, improved 70. Tom Jefferson in 70 and Teddy Roosevelt. So the set. Oh, there were 15? Let me count. Hold on. 1 second, Dan. And if anybody's interested in this set, I do 125 each, which comes out to 200 or 500 for the set, and I will not break the set up. Yes, 15, Des, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 75 for the lot, plus $6 shipping. So 81 for the lot. Uh, $15 that's a $25. And let me ponder on that one just a minute, Dan. I'll let you know here in just 1 minute. Let me ponder on that. 1 second here.
All good. It's all good. So I believe there will be a flea market stream on Saturday. Make sure that you have Southern coins and are watching for that. You're right. Felty's coin mathing is hard. And then Big T Mama T on Sunday. Has anyone heard how she's doing?
I haven't heard anything.
Okay. Because wasn't she due to have a procedure on Monday?
Was it Monday or Tuesday? She was having.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday.
All right, Des. That's 60 for the twos and 6 for shipping. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 times 4 is 60 plus shipping is $66, Des.
I think it was just the last 2 weekends, Felty. Oh, well, Ben, Des Logic says Ben, she says.
I got you. Thank you very much.
No, Felty, we did it all in 1 weekend.
Yeah, we had very efficient auctioneers who were able to move product in a very efficient manner, and we finished that thing in 1 weekend. So I will say that all four, there were 4 crews basically that did the auction. I will say that all 4 crews were really, really good, but the very last crew that was on Sunday was probably the best crew, and that's because I was on it. So just saying. Don't forget to shoot me an email, Des, right there. Shoot me an email right there.
I will plead the fifth on that because
You don't have to. Yeah, I don't care to say
I
it.
have to
I'm not scared.
play nice. Everybody did a stellar job. Did a stellar job, and I'm already looking forward to next year. It just ran so smoothly. But getting people to register, I don't know what else we can do, but I do have a chicken joke.
Oh,
So, why do chicken coops have two doors?
I have no idea.
Because if they had four doors, they'd be chicken sedans.
Yes, Ice Girl, I was on the last crew. I was. It was me and Keith from Coin Crew, uh, and we just had a blast, and just everything went really well. And no, all the crews, everybody did such a phenomenal job on that. Uh, you know, it's just amazing. It takes a village, and we were a super big village to make that happen for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So why did Mozart kill all his chickens? Does anybody know? Because when he asked them to name the world's best composer, they all said, Bach, Bach, Bach. I'm sorry. Those were the two chicken ones that I. So anyway, Bach, Bach, Bach.
All right. Well, anybody want to look at anything else? Just let me know. I sold some $2 bills on the backside too, so I was just getting ready to count those out. So just let me know.
Okay.
Anybody interested in anything? Any type coins you're looking for? Let me know in the chat. Just while we're sitting here waiting for you to tell me, I'll show just a handful of items, and I'm going to get out of the way. Here is a 1900. That's a Barber half, 1900 Barber half. And on this Barber half a dollar, this is $40, 40 bucks. Here's an 1876 seated half dollar, 1876 seated half dollar. $60. 1853 with arrows, quarter. This one's 38. How about a 1775 out of Potosi, a 1 real. 1775, 1 real. This one is 50. And if you didn't know, that monogram, I think it looks like St. Louis, but that is the mint mark for Potosi, Bolivia. That monogram right there. 1 real, 50. Out of France, 1918. $20. Oh, buying that seated half dollar book. Yeah, that was a big boy purchase. That's a lifetime coin set. It'll take you a lifetime to fill it, but man, you'll have the talk of the town when you get done, Felty. I have two of those 1918s, both of those $20 each. For $10 is an 1870 10 Cruiser, Austria. $40 silver, $10. 1885 MS 63. Nice rattler. I'll do 150 on this one. This one's mine. I could do 150 on this one. Got a little toning on it. 150. You need the cash now so you can go into debt. That's funny. That's funny stuff, man.
Don't we all? I get you, Felty, because I bought the modern commemorative dollar books, and then it's just not my. I like the older coins.
Yeah. Well, he picked when you look at the seated $half set. That is a big boy coin collection, and I mean big boy.
Yeah.
It's something else, and
it's got some pricey ones in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Last three. Miss Cheeks is your favorite. I know Miss Cheeks is your favorite. Miss Cheeks is your favorite. What did I do with Miss Cheeks? Oh, it's in my saved drawer. Here's Miss Cheeks. There's Miss Cheeks right there. See?
I have not Kim Campbell, and I didn't show them tonight, but I should have. I still have both of them.
So here's an 09S Indian. Fine details. So one of the key dates, this one is 420. Okay, you see the S mint mark. The reason it's got a details grade is that mark right there on the breast. Right there. And fine details damage if you need that. It's a nice one. Here's an 1857 Flying Eagle. You type in this number right here in PCGS.com. It is gold foil label. It will show you detailed pictures of this coin. I think they got it wrong. They call it details cleaned. I totally disagree.
See no places on that where, I mean, there's no marks in the fields.
Nope. And you look at the reverse.
The Ambit lady says, what year in mint was that last MS-63 Morgan?
85. MS-63 Philly. Got some toning, the tan toning here on the reverse. Thank you, Des. Just got it. Ding, 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 right there. That's 150. Yeah, on the back of this coin. Yeah, that's 600. That's a nice coin. And the last piece I'm going to show for today, unless someone has a request, is a 1998 ICG MS-70 $5 Gold Eagle. Let's look at something here.
It's gold, folks. It's gold. How pretty is that?
Oh, it is gold.
Doesn't get better than that.
We got gold.
Yeah, it is fire, Kevin. Gold in them there hills. Silver and gold, silver and gold.
We had it for $775. I would do $675 if anyone's interested. $675 on the 98. And I know it's an ICG slab, but we have had other NGC and PCGS, and this is just as nice as their 70. It's in a protective holder to keep it from messing the slab up. But yeah, right there. So, anybody got any questions before I go? And there's that one again. The question was asked about right there. 150.
Anybody?
All right. Well, if you have any questions, that's how you get a hold of me right there.
I will put that in the chat.
And you type in exclamation point ashes, and guess whose name pops up? This guy right here.
That guy right there.
Not you.
Jonathan Easton has a. Would you give me a rough idea on a price of a coin? PCGS VG details cleaned. 1864L FS 2306 S10 and has a 180-degree rotation.
So 1864L, in case you don't know, folks, that's an Indian head cent. That's an L in the rib. But I'll look that up while you're going on to do what you're doing, and then
how bad does the cleaning hurt compared to the varieties? No idea.
Yeah, it depends. It's a very good details cleaned, so most folks are going to take it from the VG price. So if it was a straight VG graded coin, let's say it's a straight VG 10, it's a $110 coin. People are going to knock that thing down to about a G4 price, and they're going to knock it down to half price to about $55 because it's detailed cleaned. They're not going to care a whole lot about the other varieties. That's what I find. It's typically when something's detailed cleaned, people will knock it down 2 or 3 grades. So you can shoot me an email, Jonathan. Shoot me an email and a picture of it right there. I'll look at it. I'll get Ben to look at it. We'll tell you what we really think. So
they're pretty good at what they do. They're pretty fair with their grading. So yeah, shoot them a good.
Yeah. Ben is a much better grader than I am, but we both do pretty well, I think, and we're not far off.
Yeah, I think you're
except when we send stuff to PCGS that's brand new, like ASEs that come straight out of the box, and they give us a 69. The jerk faces.
That's frustrating.
But other than that, yeah, we do right well.
Yeah, I did that with my Morgans, and it's like, no, there's absolutely no reason that a brand new coin straight out of the mint, put in a capsule, shipped in a box, should be anything but perfect. What do you got there?
There you go, Felty. He said, I want to buy a typeset. I said, here you go. Here's my 2 cents. There you go. I have a typeset. I don't need a second one just yet.
You got a typeset completed, do you, Felty?
No, his isn't done yet. He's close. He's real close.
Kim Campbell, I'm just going to show these books really quick.
Show these books. Let's see these books.
So that one's 83 to 2004. This one is 95 and up. So they are 7062-1 and 7066 Danskos. They both have extra pages. This one has extra listings here with 2 extra pages. This is the one that's a little more difficult to find. And then this one also has extra pages here. This is a whole extra page. They're all pre-labeled, thanks to Ringmaster Ray. So I'm asking $40 on this one. It's a pretty common one, but I'm asking $75 on the other one with the extra pages, which is exactly what I paid Ray for them. And then I think that we could do, what is that? Media shipping, because they're books. Ike's Girl says, check your email, Bill. But yeah, Kim, email me about them. If you like, if anybody's interested in those, I said 40 on volume 1 and 75 on volume 2. They even say that on the spine. They are volume 1 and volume 2. And I do have, what do I got? Oh, I already showed those. Never mind. That's all I got. That's all I got. How about Hot Wheels? Felty's got some Hot Wheels. I'm good on Hot Wheels. So Bill still has the 2024 Mexican Libertad with a 64 proof set. Ice Girl Bill says, I got your email, but what did you mean about the W? I didn't understand that. Let me just pull that up so that we can have it on screen while we're talking about it. I'll share the screen and we'll pull up Bill's email and so it's a 24 Mexican.
Bill, what you have to do with Ike's girl's address, it has a W that will pop out. It has a W that will auto-populate. You have to physically take the W out of her address or black it out. If you don't, it will not go to the correct address. So her address will pop up when you use a mailing system. Make sure that you either black out the W or hit the return key or the back key to take the W out of her address. It cannot have the W as in West in her address or she will not receive it.
I forgot about that, yeah.
What I found out works well, I print, you handwrite the address where you're good. I do it on Pirate Ship. I just take my Sharpie and just go over top of the W. That way it gets to her. So.
And it actually, after I corrected it, let me look.
I've got one that saves it and one that doesn't save it. It's crazy.
I believe that it, well, come on, get the rates here. Oh. I'll do it right. I'm just going to look right now to see because I believe there is a validated address available now, and it shows a slightly different version, but I don't believe that the B doesn't pop up in it anymore for me.
I sure what I would do. I would go to the city, go to the city planner, and tell them that you are worried that if you call in, that they won't map to you correctly for an emergency call because of that W, and tell them you're worried because of that reason, and maybe they'll go ahead and push the change. But tell them, say, I'm not sure that the emergency vehicles can find me because that W is in there and it doesn't route correctly. And ask them to change it. Put it in writing. Send them an email. That way you have a trail of it. So.
Yeah. Well, good. Bill handwrites his, so you're golden then.
Yeah.
No need to worry. Well, folks, I think that's all we got tonight. We only got 13 watching now, so I guess we'll call it an early evening.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you this weekend.
I appreciate y'all. Yep. Everybody have a good week. Hopefully we'll see you Saturday at the trade show, Sunday flea market with Big T Mama T if everything's going well there. And are you running Sunday night, Ashes?
Maybe. I may change up to Friday night just because Big Flip is doing his on Sunday. So I may be like before they do anything on Saturday, I may start doing Friday. We'll see. I haven't made my mind yet. So
okay.
Because I'm just trying to keep from being up against everybody. So
Yeah, that's understandable.
And I'm pretty flexible. So
and I
sometimes,
think we're losing a lot of people on Wednesdays to somewhat not business.
yep.
So, so yeah, we're gonna just see how it goes. All right. Bill says he'll send you tracking after he ships. And Felty says he will have some of his least favorite type coins available on Saturday. So watch for that, folks.
Nice.
Stay safe, folks. Be healthy. Wash your hands. And
Good night.
Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for being here. I appreciate every single one of you.